Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have a lipstick declutter. If you are new here, my name is Natalie. I post videos all about makeup and beauty. If you like what you see here today, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave, but why don't we get started? So what I have here in front of you are two very packed boxes of all of my lipsticks. I did do a video on my channel a few months ago now of my entire lipstick collection, and I believe at that point I counted up over 150 lipsticks. I decided before doing a declutter that I wanted to try every lipstick in my collection one last time, and that is what I have done. Even though I did know it was a large number of lipsticks, I didn't think it would take me this long to go through them all, but I have finally now gone through them all and made a decision on which ones I want to get rid of and which ones I want to keep. Because of the volume of lipstick that I have, there was no way I was going to remember when it came to the end which ones I wanted to keep or not, so I did actually devise a kind of colour-coded system. I purchased a few packs of these stickers from Amazon, and the way I did it was, if I was definitely getting rid of it, I would put a red sticker on the lipstick. If I was unsure, I would put an orange sticker on it. Anything without a sticker is something that I wanted to keep. So that means that this process should be a little bit more streamlined, otherwise going through trying to remember my thoughts on all 150 lipsticks was just going to take forever. So normally my lipsticks are stored in these acrylic, rather dusty containers, as well as a couple of drawers, but because of the way I was doing this system, once I had used it, I took it out of my normal storage and just put it into one of these two boxes. I filled this large box first and then went to this box, which ended up completely overflowing, but the idea of getting a third box out kind of terrified me, so I just kept piling. So thinking about the way I want to do this, I haven't looked through these boxes kind of since labelling things up, and I do have the memory of a goldfish, so I really can't remember what is labelled what. So it is going to be a case of each one jogging my memory, obviously apart from the last few that are on the top of this box. But what I think the best thing to do is tip the contents of these two boxes out and then separate everything between the red, the orange and the ones with no sticker. And then I need to decide what I want to do with the orange ones. At first I was thinking I might do an on-the-spot decision, but now what I'm thinking, there are a couple that I know have put orange stickers on lately that I really am unsure about, so perhaps I will kind of stick them back into rotation. I think I did say when I did my collection video and I was intending to kind of use this sticker system that the orange ones were kind of going to get another chance because I was unsure about them. There may be some that have an orange sticker on that I know I now want to get rid of, but ones that I'm unsure of, I think what I'm going to do is pile them up and then I'm going to go through those and use them one more time, and that will be my definitive answer. So effectively that makes this declutter part one, because I will come back and do a follow-up with the ones that had the orange sticker on, because I think there are quite a few from what I can remember. But enough of the rambling, why don't I tip everything out and let's see what we're working with. So this is everything tipped out. I think I'd kind of misjudged how many there actually were, because when they were in the two boxes they look quite compact, and now that they're all spread out, this declutter is definitely long overdue. So what I'm going to do is now separate everything into the categories between the red stickers, the orange stickers and the ones without the stickers. I may perhaps do this as a time lapse. Okay, so here are my three piles. Hopefully the time lapse worked. I was hoping that this pile here was going to be bigger than it is, because that is my pile that had the red stickers on and is the ones that are getting decluttered. I'm not really surprised by the size of this pile here, which are the ones with the orange stickers on. Okay, there were possibly a couple more there than I was anticipating, ones that I thought were in this pile, which might be a sign that they will soon be in this pile. And then this rather large mound to the right here is the products that I am keeping. Yeah, I was definitely hoping that that was going to be a smaller pile. There was one product that should have been in this pile and I ended up moving it to the maybe pile, and it is this lip oil from Elf. The sole reason being that it has started to leak. So now I'm thinking, even though it's a really nice product, I do have another one in here somewhere, which is here, which is a more nude shade. This is a shade that I think I got in a box, so I didn't actually pick, but it's the product itself that I like. So I'm quite happy with the nude one. So I think I'm actually going to stick this in this pile to make it look a little bit better. Still not 100% happy with the volume of the piles. I say this pile just isn't quite big enough, and that is my to get rid of pile. I'm just going to have a quick look through ones in here. Anything that I can immediately tell needs to go in there, I will move that over to hopefully get this pile a little bit smaller. Okay, this one here from Maybelline, this is one of the, I think it was the ones that were all the different shades of pink. This was More That Me. This one is a gorgeous shade and it is a really nice lightweight lipstick. I don't like the scent of this one at all and it makes me not enjoy wearing it. As you can see here, kind of nudes are my aesthetic. I definitely have enough lipsticks like that in this pile, so I think I'm going to get rid of this one. This Physicians Formula lipstick here, or lip butter. This is in the shade Pinkini. Again, and one that I really like the shade of. It's really nice and lightweight, but I think because of the type of formula of this, they don't have the best shelf life. I think this one is long since expired, so I think I need to get rid of this one as well. Yeah, I think that's it. To be honest, I think that's all I can kind of make an immediate decision from. I'm looking at a few of these thinking I could get rid of them, but the ones that I possibly know I may regret, so I think I do need to try them one more time. So bad at decluttering, especially lipsticks. These are my sore point when it comes to purchasing new ones and hoarding onto old ones. No, I don't think there's anything else from this pile that I can get rid of. I think I just need to concentrate on getting rid of this strip first, which does mean that I do need to try them one more time. I didn't think to count as I was going through to see the actual numbers, so I don't know what number is here, but like I say, when I did my first collection video, I do believe the figure was around about 150 total. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how many I'm decluttering and how many are in the maybe pile to be able to give a rough estimate to this pile here. So in this declutter pile here, there are 31. In this maybes pile here, there are 28. So there is the potential to be getting rid of nearly 60, which I suppose on the basis that I do then get rid of all these, and if my figure was 150, 60 isn't actually too bad of a figure. That means that I'm getting rid of 40%, which as a percentage, it sounds pretty big actually. Okay, if I didn't get rid of any more of these, which looking at them, I think there will be a couple, but just getting rid of these, which I said was at 31, that would be about 20%, which isn't the best, but I suppose it's better than nothing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly put all these lipsticks that I am keeping back in my containers, and then what I will do is go through and basically tell you the reasons why I'm decluttering these lipsticks, because I suppose a declutter isn't helpful unless I tell you the reason why I'm getting rid of them, just so you know it's not for the sake of it. Okay, everything is now back in my storage. I do keep my lip pencils in a separate pot, which I haven't brought over because it's got other makeup in, so I'll just put those back in there, but everything else is kind of fitted in a home just about. I'm hoping this drawer will fit. I do have a couple of awkward shaped items in here which did used to sit out, but I suppose it's good that I can now fit them in here, and then everything fits nicely in here. And then this one is full as well. Actually, that is going to make it a little bit easier for me to count now that everything is in order. So let me just quickly count things up, because that'll make me feel better if I know my total number. So this container here holds 24, and then each of these containers hold 16. So that is 56 for these two. And then I'm just going to quickly count what is in here. There's a nice even 30 in here, which means I am keeping 86 lip products, which is still quite a high number. I just realised I'd put an extra couple of lipsticks to the side when I was sorting through this. I did actually find one of my Colourpop lipsticks with an orange sticker on the top. This to me is one of my favourite lipstick formulas. I thought I loved the shade Ariel, but for some reason when I tried it, I put an orange sticker on it, so I have to trust the process, and that has to go in this pile. And then I thought I would stick these 3 lipsticks in the maybe pile as well. This is a lip gloss from Juvia's Place, which I don't remember absolutely loving. And then these 2 liquid lipsticks from Nabla. I think it was the cream liquid lipstick formula or something. I have the shade My Rules and Hedonist, and I don't think I love these either, and I think the shade's quite deep on me. So because I know I would sort of put off reaching for these, I'm going to stick these in the maybe list as well. And actually I'm going to stick orange stickers on them so I don't get mixed up. So these are now correctly labelled. So let me count up this middle section again, because obviously that figure will have changed. 31 here, 31 here, and 86 here. So let me do the maths. Yes, I am going to use the calculator on my watch because I don't trust my brain this late in the night. My total to begin with is 148. So when I said 150, I was literally 2 off. Shouldn't really be happy that I was close to the number 150, but here we are. So I'm filming this video all over the place, but I wanted to give a kind of review of why I'm decluttering the lipsticks that I'm decluttering. First, we have this lip oil from ELF. This one is in the shade Berry Kiss. This is a great formula. They do really good lip oils, but this one has started leaking, so this one needs to go in the bin. Then we have this lip balm from Kopari. This is the Lip Glossy in the scent Champagne. I didn't like the scent of this one at all. The product itself was a bit too sticky for my liking. I feel like it didn't do an awful lot for me, so I'm going to get rid of it. This is from L'Oreal, is one of their Colour Riche Shine in the shades Topless. This one actually has 2 stickers on the top, because this one at first was going to be in the maybe pile, which meant I would have stuck that orange sticker on at the point of application, because this is a product that I didn't love the scent and the taste of this one. And then once I've worn it throughout the course of the day, I've come back and immediately made my decision to declutter it, which is why it does then have a red sticker over the top. So this one is down to scent more than anything. Same with this one from Maybelline. This is the More For Me one. Really pretty shade, really nice everyday colour, but I just didn't like the scent or how this one kind of wore. This is one of the Fenty Stunner lip paints, and this one is in the shade Uncuffed. I didn't rate this formula at all. This one has got a really odd shaped applicator, and I just found that it brought out too much product, was really difficult to apply, went outside the lip lines, and I just didn't enjoy how this one wore. Then this one from Wet n Wild, this one is in the shade Bare It All. I think this is one of their matte lipsticks. Yes, Mega Last Matte. This one was just a little bit too drying, even though the shade was gorgeous. This one from Dose of Colours in collaboration with Mickey Mouse. This one is in the shade Forever. It is a nice nude shade, but again, quite drying on the lips, and nearly did keep it for the packaging, but decided to be brutal. This one from Illamasqua, again, another one that has a double sticker on the top. This is one of the antimatter lipsticks in the shade Meteor. Again, a really pretty shade, but once I'd worn it throughout the course of the day, it had gone slightly crusty and quite drying, so I decided to declutter it there and then. This lip gloss from Ofra Cosmetics is in the shade Millie and was in collaboration with Samantha March. The formula of this is really nice. It's just not my personal preference because it is a pearlescent, quite glittery gloss. I personally like a quite opaque coloured gloss, so this just say isn't my personal preference, but the formula itself is really nice. This lip product from Honest Beauty. This is one of the liquid lipsticks in the shade Off Duty. I was not impressed with this one at all. It instantly had a kind of stale scent taste to it. It was really drying on the lips. It wasn't very comfortable at all, and the shade didn't look good on me either. So this one was quite easy to declutter, even though I haven't had it in my collection that long. So these two from Physician Formula in the shade Pinkini and Acai Berry. These are butter lipsticks. These have just gone bad and don't smell the best anymore. One was an immediate declutter and one was a maybe, but if I'm decluttering this one for that reason, then surely this one needs to go as well. They are really nice lipsticks. They are nice and moisturising, but you need to go through them quite quick because they do go off. This lipstick from Laura Mercier. This is in the shade A La Rose. This one again has the double sticker. I can't remember the reason why I changed my mind on this one. It is a pretty shade, but perhaps it might have been a bit too pink for my liking. I do like more of a pinky nude rather than a straight up pink. So I can only presume that's the reason why I decluttered this one after wearing it for a day. This one from Number 7 is just one of their High Shine lip crayons. This one just as a shade preference. It is a very bright sort of raspberry red on me, or raspberry pink type shade, so I just didn't love how this one looked. This one from Sigma Beauty is one of their Infinity Point lipsticks in the shade Deja Vu. Really cute packaging, really nice and magnetic, really pretty shade, but I feel like this one went off quite quickly. When I got it, it didn't smell the best, to be honest, but I feel like after only a few uses, it just was sitting a bit funny on my lips. It didn't taste the best, and the shade just didn't look right quite quickly. So another one that I think has gone off, so just need to get rid of it, which is a shame because it wasn't cheap and it didn't last long in my collection at all. Then I have this one from Sleek, which I'm technically decluttering, but I never even tried it. This is one of their Matte Me liquid lipsticks in the shade French Fancy. Again, one of those kind of bright pink shades for like the Laura Mercier, which is why I think I've decluttered it. But this is one that I can easily pass on to someone because I've not even opened it. Then we have this lip liner, which is from Kiko Milano, and this is from the Unexpected Paradise line. It's in the shade 2. This is a really pretty shade, but the actual formula of the lip pencil is just very crumbly, and every time I was using it I was going through so much of the product because it was just crumbling on my lips. I don't know if this one's gone bad because I don't recall dropping the product, but it just felt like every time I was winding it up I was losing half of the product before I would get it onto my lips. The lip pencil is one from Colourpop. This one is in the shade Control. This is just down to shade preference. This is a chocolate brown, and I don't really reach for those shades very often. I don't think they suit me, so this is an easy one to declutter. Then we have a MAC lipstick, and this one is in the shade Vegas Vault, which is a very bright corally peachy shade. This is probably one of the oldest lipsticks in my collection, and I did actually find this in the back of a drawer. I don't know why I'd put it there. I don't know if this is possibly featured in previous declutters, but I didn't want to get rid of it for nostalgia purposes. But now I don't know what that nostalgia is because I can't remember anything. So yeah, this one's just going to get decluttered. Then we have a Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Wifey. I don't think I like the shade on this one. I think it was a bit too neutral tone brown for me, so that's why I'm getting rid of that. This one from Ofra is the Flexi Slick in the shade Velour. This is quite a nice formula. It's not the longest lasting, but it is really nice and comfortable. I just didn't really like this shade on me because it is a purpley toned pink. This one from Wet n Wild is one of their High Shine Brilliant in the shade Mad for Mauve. Gorgeous shade, really pretty on the lips, but this lipstick has really started to melt quite badly, so I'm not even going to take the lid off. Another one that has gone bad in my collection, but this is one that I've had for a while and one I didn't spend too much money on, so I can't be too mad. Then we have a liquid lipstick from Primark. These do not have shade names on them. These are actually quite good liquid lipsticks. They are very similar in formula to the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. This one was just down to preference of shade. It was quite a warm pink on me, so I didn't love how it looked. I have another one of these butter lipsticks from Physicians Formula. This one in the shade Soaking Up the Sun. Same reason as the previous ones, these have just gone bad. Then I've got a mini lip gloss from Tarte. This one is in the shade Hang 10. The reason I'm getting rid of this one is because I have a full size and I was never going to get around to the full size because this mini was taking the longest time to go through, and this one is quite old in my collection, so I thought I would just get rid of the mini and just use the full size. Then I have this Zero Velvet Tint, and this one is in the shade Joyful from Romand. This is one that I think I got from Yes Style and is a really nice lip tint. It is one of those ones that makes your lips feel kind of nice and pillowy soft, but for me, again, shade preference, don't tend to go for these shades very often, so I knew it was one that was going to get neglected in my collection, and because I think I've only ever used this once, maybe twice, it is one I possibly can pass on. Then I have this lipstick from, I want to say Hema. This one is in the shade Why Not, and I think I got this because it is a moisturising lipstick. This is actually a shop in Euston Station in London. It may be in other places, but that's the only one I've ever been to. And I picked this up on a trip to London one day when I had really dry lips and I didn't have any lipstick or anything on me, so I just went in and picked up one of these. It was the only shade they had available, if I remember rightly, so I don't love this one, and it was just kind of something for in a pinch. I don't love the formula, but at the time it did moisturise my lips. Then I'm getting rid of this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This one is in the shade Self Starter. This is one of my all-time favourite long-lasting liquid lipstick formulas, but this is a shade that I don't love at all. This is another one with the kind of double sticker on. Didn't think I would declutter this one because I love the formula so much, but this is just a really bright burnt orange shade, which just isn't for me, and I feel really self-conscious wearing it, so I'm going to pass this one on. Like another product that I've only used a couple of times. Then I've got this lipstick from Inglot. This one is in the shade 444. This was quite a drying formula and was a quite light nude, so didn't like how this one looked. Then I have one from Bite Beauty. This one is in the shade Chicago. I was tempted to keep this because I love anything that's travel inspired, but this just isn't a shade for me, and I wasn't going to reach for it very often, so I thought I best declutter it. And then finally, I have this lipstick from Catrice. This one is in the shade 20 and is the Demi Matte formula. I think I got this as a free gift with purchase. Whilst it is a nice, comfortable formula, I wasn't a big fan of the pink because it is a bit too baby pink on me. So I thought I would best get rid of it because I knew I wasn't going to reach for it very much. So that is it for part one of my lipstick declutter. I think I'm going to film this video straight away going through all the lipsticks contained in the maybe pile so that I can get on to testing them and hopefully get the majority of them out of my collection. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.